I got your sex, yeah, this life that we live ain't just words that we say, it's the weight that we give. Crayon Box Confessions, judgment free, don't pretend. Tell your story right here, we don't break, we don't bend. Everything happens for a reason, they say. Even pain got a purpose, even night finds a day. You ain't fighting alone, yeah, we stand to the end. I got your six, yeah, I got you, my friend. 97, young Jimmy laced up his boots with a mission. Never knew that his path would be written in fire and friction. Ramadi rose with attention, thick every second to gamble. 04 IED blast, wounded a Marine with blasting shrapnel, dust in the lungs. Heartbeat racing, vision blurred from the shock. Life changed in the moment when the world just stopped. Lost parts of himself, but not the fight, that's a different condition. You can break down flesh, but you can't kill the mission. I got your sex, yeah, this life that we live ain't just words that we say, it's the weight that we give. Crayon Box Confessions, judgment free, don't pretend. Tell your story right here, we don't break, we don't bend. Yeah, Walter Reed trying to beat back a life from the wreckage. VA hospital halls with a broken, learn strength in the pressure. That's where Beth walked in, yeah, fate in disguise. Crayon eater's wife, but she saw through the eyes. Not the scars, not the past, not the war that he lived. Saw a man still standing with a life left to give. He said, you saved me, she said we saved each other. Built a life from the pain, raised three together, father and mother. Years turn to purpose, every story gets told. Now they open that door so nobody walks alone. War took pieces, love gave them back. Pain made the wound, purpose filled the crack. Silence will kill you, truth brings you home. You ain't gotta carry that weight alone. I got your six, this ain't a slogan, it's a last. From the war to the healing, we don't ever back down. Crayon Box Confessions, judgment free, let it out now. Tell your story, yeah, your voice matters, pal.
Everything happens for a reason, we see. Even broken roads lead to who we can be. You ain't fighting alone, yeah, we stand to the end. I got your six, yeah, I got you, my friend.
Confessions. My name is Beth King, also known as the Crayon Eater's Wife.
And I am Jimmy, aka your one-legged wonder. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on. Thank you for joining us here in the Crayon Box with Crayon Box Confessions. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, the one who is helping make our dreams of helping other veterans come alive. We've got Todd Packer with us, former Marine, small business owner. He's the one that is helping fix up our bike that our motorcycle that we are looking to give away. Todd, how you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great. What an honor, you guys. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh no, it's our pleasure. We're grateful that not only we met you, and we'll get into that story, but that you agreed to come on and just, you know, you're an amazing person. So I'd love for you to start off telling us about, like, you know, where you're raised and your service.
Okay. Right now?
No, tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah. Like I said, it's my pleasure to be here tonight, Beth and Jimmy. It's been so good to get to know you guys. I feel like we're friends already. We haven't known each other for very long, but I truly feel like we have a special bond, and it's been nice to get to know you and spend time at my shop and spend some time with other people that have been involved in this. So truly an honor. Like I'm a West Coast guy. I've been out to North Carolina area about 7 years, and I moved out here for a woman. And it's a good reason to move somewhere. So I met my wife.
So it worked out. All right, good.
It did. Happily married.
Awesome. I love that.
Like I say, I'm a West Coast guy. So as far as my service goes, I'm from Idaho State. So I moved to, I went to boot camp in San Diego. I'm in a San Diego boot camp.
Isn't there a rivalry between like Paris Island and boot camp in San Diego?
I don't think I could have done out here. No. with us. You know, we had
Stand, please.
we had scorpions and snakes, but we didn't have the humidity. I went to boot camp in the summer, and San Diego was, I got to admit, was a pretty nice place to PT.
Did you do it?
compared
Yeah, I
to
bet.
compared to here, man. So,
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be doing what I did out here. So, hats off to anybody who went to East Coast boot camp. But anyway, I joined the Marine Corps in 1990. And you know, I've watched a couple of you guys' past podcasts and listened to some of your other guests, and kind of have a lot of the same thoughts and feelings about the Marine Corps. You know, I love the service. I feel like the Marine Corps is the best run organization in the world. They've just got things down pat. They just have a method that works. You may not understand it, but it just works, and it works every time. I tell people that I've taken the good parts out of the Marine Corps and left the bad. There's some bad things that you can leave with, and bad mental things that you can get hung up with, but I tried to leave that and really truly take the good out of the Corps. And the things that I've taken out of the Marine Corps was just, if you want something bad enough, you can do it. Things may seem hard, tasks may seem hard, and they kind of make things harder than they have to, and then they build you up, tear you down, and then they build you up, and you can accomplish anything. And there's a method to that has really and truly shaped my life and my career. As far as if I set a goal, it may seem unachievable at the moment, but if you work at it, keep plugging away at it, you'll achieve it. But so I went to.
I think one thing I was getting ready to add that one of the things I loved about the military, being a military brat, and so being exposed to different branches, growing up in the Navy, the brotherhood that is in the Marine Corps is like none other. As a whole, it's kind of almost like what special units have. You guys have it if you just have the title Marine. I can be in a room. I've been at Walter Reed and been in a room with 50 different soldiers and have 2 Marines, and they'll find each other every time. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know how you can tell if there's a Marine in the room?
How's that?
He'll tell you.
That's true. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
As far as no, you're good. As far as my service goes, if you guys remember back, I was in what they call Desert Shield. I was in 4th Marines, 4th Tank Battalion, and in early 90s, I think it was around February. No, it was like October. Saddam Hussein actually invaded Kuwait. The reason why they did is for Kuwait owed Saddam a lot of money, and vice or opposite, switch that. Saddam Hussein, Iraq owed Kuwait a lot of money over some oil deals, as far as I understand. And rather than paying back, they just invaded the country.
And it was over oil, but I didn't realize. Yeah, I knew it was over oil. I didn't realize that was the reason.
They borrowed millions and billions of dollars from Kuwait, the country, to finance a lot of projects, and then it was a shady deal. But that's the reason why I understand why the occupation of Kuwait. So we went over there as far as Desert Shield, and as far as I got out of the I joined the Marines in 1990 in the summer, and went to MCT. And then went to tank school, and while I was in tank school, my unit went to Iraq, so I had to join up with them out there. And it was kind of a baptism by fire, absolutely baptism by fire. Coming out of school right into combat. We started out over there with the M60 tanks. Soon found out that the M60s really sucked in the sand. Really sucked in the sand. So we ended up transferring to the M1A1 Abrams back then, and that became our weapon. and our unit became an A1 an Abrams unit after that. In fact, when we got home, they shipped all those tanks back to us that we had over there, actually back to the United States, and that was it. We were, the biggest. Our company was in the biggest tank and the last big tank battle of I think we'll probably ever have. It was called Operation Reveille engagement. It was about a 3-day engagement with the Kuwait airport. I don't know if you've done any history on that, but it's pretty interesting. We annihilated. It was such an impressive. It was such an impressive engagement. I think we took out over 500. And those Iraqis were in old Russian tanks, and we had our new equipment, and it was impressive. I think we lost 11 tanks, and we took out over 500.
Oh wow.
Tanks, and our casualties were any casualties as casualty is horrible, but we lost very little. Took very little casualties over that. But, came home, and I think according to some of the other podcasts, I kind of the same thing. I kind of came back, got out of the Marine Corps, did my time, and then put some distance between me and the Marine Corps. Just some bad memories, some bad things. I just wanted to put some distance between it. And as I've gotten older, my Marine Corps service just means so much more to me now.
No, I definitely can understand that, and I think Jimmy can relate to that in a sense.
Yeah, it's always meant a lot to me. It seems like the farther I get from medically retiring, the more it means to me as far as my time the time I served, and everything that I did. I did realize on my second Westpac on ship, I realized when I was getting back that I was going to be getting out, and had no idea how to go about my initial goal of getting into federal law enforcement. And it made me sit down and think, and I realized that I grew up wanting to be a GI Joe, and being in the infantry, I was living my childhood dream job. Why was I getting out? So I rushed a re-enlistment and stayed in as far as that goes. But yeah, I love the Corps. I respect all the branches and anybody who served in any branch as far as it goes. And I get asked all the time, if somebody wants to join the military, are you going to push them towards the Corps? No, because I don't want just anybody in a fighting hole next to me. I'm going to ask what they want to do with their life, and then help them pick the right branch based off of that as far as it goes. Because if you serve, you serve. You've got my respect.
If somebody wants to go in the medical field, we're not going to say, join the Corps.
Hey, I tell you what, but a lot of my best friends are Navy corpsmen. They became family. The corpsmen, I have more respect for Navy corpsmen than almost anybody in the service. They fought right alongside us. I love the Navy. My dad was a Seabee in the Navy. He was very disappointed that I didn't join the Navy.
My dad was a Navy corpsman. We were actually stationed at the Seabee base in Mississippi. It was a horrible place.
Okay.
But like we when we first got there, my mom was like, "Let's go to the beach." Well, there just had been a hurricane, so there was like dead fish all over the beach. It was horrible. We never went back. It was horrible. But we traveled a lot with my dad until.
You guys do Port Hueneme? Were you in Hueneme in California?
No. We never got to California. We mainly stayed on this side. Mississippi, I think, was probably one of the furthest places we went. My dad, my mom did. My brother had learning disabilities. And back, when we were growing up and going to school, especially like elementary, they didn't have those specialty classes and teachers and stuff like that as readily available. And it was making it harder for him. So my mom ended up moving us to Virginia and saying, "This is where we're staying. Bye, honey. I'll see you on leave." So my dad would go get stationed other places after that. But we traveled a lot up until like I was in third grade with him.
Gotcha. And again, I want to tell you guys, thanks for all you guys. Thanks for your service, Jimmy.
It a pleasure as far as that goes. Like I said, I love being in, while being in like almost every other Marine I think that I've ever met. I wasn't happy unless I was, how long have we been on? 15? Okay, yeah, we've been on 15 minutes. If I wasn't, you could tell how good of a field op it was by how much people were bitching.
Yeah.
If we weren't bitching, we weren't happy. If there was nothing to bitch about, then something was wrong. But looking back on all the things that I bitched about back then, those are generally the funniest stories now.
Right.
So.
So you got out, and did you stay in California or did you go to Idaho? Which
Actually, Fourth Tanks at that time was in Boise, Idaho, at Gallant Field.
Okay.
In Idaho, it was a joint base with the Air Force and the Army. Actually,
Oh, okay.
That's where we were stationed at. So I was living in Idaho. I did move to California for a few years with work, but it was well.
So they weren't really your unit's tanks; they were the Army's tanks that were temp loaned.
Actually, no. They were. Well, that's another whole. That's another whole story about that, because we got home off of back there, and we had to go with the Army and learn how to run the tanks that we'd been running in the desert before. We had to go to tank school with the Army.
Yeah, Jimmy's just joking because when they were stationed over in Iraq, basically they had to
Our high
go
back,
to
the Humvees and the 7 tons that we had. When we first got there, it was high backs, but they'd taken the soft top off, and we had plywood and sandbags was our armor. And our company gunny actually worked out a deal with the one Army base that was left, and had their motor T guys weld in 3/8-inch thick sheet metal to make sidewalls to go across the bench of the back of the Hummers and across the floor of the Hummer, as far as it goes. And then they cut out sheets. They took the soft doors off and cut metal doors out that when you were sitting in the seat, it came up to just under your armpit as far as that goes. Actually, the Humvee I was in when I got hit the day prior, I think it was, had gotten an upper armored windshield. And that was the only thing that saved the A driver. But yeah, when we first got there, it was plywood and sandbags. And, it's kind of like having body armor that's made out of duct tape and 550 cord. So,
the Marine Corps does teach you to do more with less now. So
Right.
That is y'all's motto.
That is true.
So you got out.
Oh, yeah. I got out. Got married. I got married to my first wife, good lady. Had a son. I got the best son in the whole world. I do. I've got the best son. I'm proud of him. He lives in Idaho.
Mhm.
I'm very lucky because I'm able to travel with work. A lot of my work is still done on the East Coast or on the West Coast, so I'm out
Speaking
in
of
Idaho.
which, you're doing right now.
Right. Yeah, I don't drive as much as I used to, but when somebody's right now, I got 2 guys on vacation, so here I am. I'm actually in New Jersey right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually you were picking up a part for the guy who introduced us all.
Cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harley part. Yep. That's what we do.
So,
but yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pause right there. Do a quick couple commercial, pay the bills real quick, and then we will get into what took you into motorcycle repair, owning your own shop, getting into motorcycles, all of that here in just a moment. But in the meantime, do you? I don't have my script in front of me. I just had it in my head, now I lost it. I'll blame the TDI. 1 second. Do you have all the desire and dreams of improving your business or selling your services to the government, getting some of those government contracts, but not know how to do it? If you do, reach out to Artias. at YESRTS.com. These guys are great. They will walk you through everything, help you get registered, certified, and set up, and help you draw up proposals, and get you some of them government contracts, get some of that government money. They also do a lot of work with website design. They've helped us design our website, redesign our website. They've helped us set up our shop. They've helped us apply for a 501c.
Yes.
So I can't, sing praises about these guys enough. Anything business related, it would be highly beneficial for you to take the time, set up an appointment, and see what type of services they can offer you for any of your business development needs. Once again, that is YESRTS.com. For anybody who enjoys coffee, I'm going to go ahead and throw a teaser ad out there as far as that goes. We do have a new sponsor coming in. French Settlement Roasting Company has, what did they say, over 25 different coffees.
25, yeah.
All
organic.
All organic, all natural, specialty brewed, all highest quality product as far as that goes. So check them out. It's French Settlement Roasting Company.
You can find them on Facebook.
You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on the web. French Settlement.roastingcompany.com.
Yeah, say that 10 times.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a teaser commercial because I got to get used to it. We actually are awaiting our package so that I can test their coffee out. I'm going to test out the one they call Jet Fuel and see if it's really as caffeinated as they say it is. So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
But check them out. FrenchSettlementRoastingCompany.com. All right. Bills have been paid for now. We'll pay them again here in a little bit. So what took you into motorcycles besides just the whole inner child?
Right. So I grew up riding motorcycles out in Idaho. I'm from Idaho State. Grew up riding motorcycles and just around the woods and a home. You know what I mean? My family owns a big dealership out in California. So we always had little dirt bikes and things to ride around in Idaho. But then life got busy, got going in life. And I'm in the transportation industry. I've been in trucking my whole life. This is the most unhealthy profession you'll ever be in is trucking. It's absolutely horrible. Your long hours just sitting on your ass and snacking. A lot of guys smoke. I've never smoked, but
good job.
It's an unhealthy. It's an unhealthy profession. Growing up with it, my dad was a truck driver. Long story short, I got out of shape. I just got out of shape. I was unhealthy. I was doing things wrong. So a few years ago, I just decided enough of that, and I thought, I'm going to lose weight now. I'm still a big fella. I'm not going to lie. I'm still a big fella, but I'm a lot smaller than I used to be. So I got in shape. I lost almost 100 pounds.
Great job.
Great job.
I had a lot more energy. With an energy boost, I was doing all kinds of things. I got into backpacking. That was a lot of how I lost my weight is backpacking. A little side story. One way, if you're looking to get into it, I'm also a prepper. I'm a huge prepper. So that's the Marine Corps thing.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
I know where to go when shit hits the fan.
Right. You guys are
welcome. You're telling me your little secret.
So I got thinking, and how I would started doing it is I would put together a backpack. I always carry a get-home bag in my truck, and I thought, you know what? If I needed to walk my hiney home, could I do that? So I started doing it. So I literally on the weekends, on a Friday night, I'd have my wife pack, put me in the car, and we'd drive out 30, 40 miles, drop me off, and I would walk home on the weekend. I would stealth camp out in the woods. Tell you what, the best places to sleep when you're walking is behind the church or in the cemetery.
Okay. Well, I can see the cemetery. Nobody wants to go to the cemetery. So
nobody wants to go to the cemetery at night. Nobody messed with me at a church, and nobody messed with me at a cemetery. I'd go out, pitch my tent.
Yeah.
I used to just had a tarp, just back to my Marine Corps days. You remember the road humps? We just, the Marine Corps always showed the guys on the posters with their packs on, and they're all smiles and thumbs up. That was never true. That was bullshit. Oh, can we swear?
Yes. Yeah, we're past the 12 minutes. Go ahead.
And I remember humping my ass off and just being miserable. And there was no happy faces at about 30 miles in. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
That's what I would do is I'd put my backpack on and I would walk home and camp out in the woods. And that was a big part of it. So long story short, I lost a lot of weight. And my son is actually way into motorcycles, and he's like, Dad, you should buy a motorcycle, and we should start doing trips together. So that got me down on into the adventure part where there's an organization. I'm going to plug it real fast. It's called the BDR organization. It's a nonprofit organization called the Ride BDR, and it is a nonprofit organization. What these guys do is they go out to all the states. And they make routes, off-road routes that you can ride a motorcycle off-road as much as you can.
Nice.
You may have to pop in to get gas. Out here on the East Coast, there's more asphalt than what we like, but they have developed routes that you can go ride, and they're amazing. Out west, they've got them in every state, and that's what we started doing is going and riding these BDR routes.
Like a regular Harley and an adventure bike are two different things, correct?
Absolutely.
Just in case people who don't know, I noticed looking at your bike when we were at your shop, how much different it is, how much almost even taller it is, the tires, all of it.
It's essentially just a big dirt bike that it's not a good road bike, but I do lots and lots of miles on it.
Nice.
I ride, every year I ride across the country at least once, and they're kind of the Swiss Army knives of motorcycles. They're not a good road bike. They're not a great dirt bike, but they'll do both things fairly well. So that's the adventure. So I bought an adventure bike and just started riding off road. And let me tell you, before you go do that, you need to go get some skills on a dirt bike. My suggestion is go buy a small displacement dirt bike. If you've never ridden motorcycles, go buy a small displacement dirt bike. Get some skills, develop some skills on a small bike. Then
like on a track or something where it's controlled. Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
Just ride the woods. Go take some, training on a little bike that you can handle. A lot of these guys will, me included, go buy a big heavy adventure bike that's 500 pounds. And go ride it off road, and it's challenging. It's a blast, but it's challenging. So, that's basically what I got involved in.
Nice, I love it. And you and your son do some trips together too. So that's the way you guys are able to connect.
Yeah. Every summer we do a long ride. We spend weeks during the summer doing that together, and I'm very blessed to be able to do that with my son. So, we got a couple other friends that are involved, but it's always me and my son.
Well, you have sparked an interest. I mean, Jackson, our son, has been interested in a bike, and now we're looking at buying one of the small. You had a bike that fit him perfectly. So it's almost like it's fate, and I feel like we got into it, and he's already figuring out pliers, and before we even left CNU, he had a whole plan on how he was going to make the money because he has to pay for it.
He's an amazing
responsibility. So, because it is expensive, it's not cheap, but I love that. I love the go-getting and the willingness. I'm willing to do it because he's so gung-ho about getting on a bike, and I also think about the future, the one day where he can ride a bike with Jimmy, when he gets old enough. That's something that they can share. I know, like, especially, with Jimmy being an amputee, there was a lot of things, like, especially growing up, that our kids, he wasn't able to teach them and do with them. And that was one of his big frustrations. But finding these other ways to be able to connect with your kids, I think is amazing. And I love that you do the adventure ride. And I just hope that that happens for Jimmy and Jackson.
Yeah. They stopped making 3-wheelers, as far as that goes. So I don't know. We might have to.
We all could just do not adventure.
Well, I was just looking at the adventure riding and thinking there might be a challenge for Todd is see if we can custom fabricate
Trike adventure bike.
an adventure trike.
I've got some ideas. That would be a fun project. No, I'm serious. I've got some things rolling around up there. I think we could do it, actually.
I am all for it. I grew up on dirt bikes and quads and snowmobiles and BMX and everything as far as that goes. So I would be all about, an adventure trike. That would be cool too.
That would be. It would be really cool.
I am going to take just a second. We ain't got a whole lot of them, but I do want to go back real quick. When we was talking about your time in, Lance McElhaney, hi Lance, had said that he could definitely relate to the trial by fire or the baptism by fire that you was talking about when he left SOI. Basically, he left SOI and then flew over and joined 2-4 in Ramadi, which is where I was at when I got hit. So he experienced basically the same thing, get done with school and head straight to war.
Yeah.
Theo said, killer, hoorah. And then Theo also said, well said, Jimmy King. As I reflect on my time in the Corps, I am thankful for my training and close friends. Outstanding. Lexi joined us. Tisha Tucker has joined us. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Tisha. Lexi said, I'm going to get a Ninja for my first bike. 1,000 L.
Nice.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
Well, one of the things I want to get into is how we met. Just to kind of give a little backstory, we were doing our first sanction event with CVMA, and we were actually able to be one of the stops that they had in their route. And Boone was wonderful enough to let us set up our tent there. And Jimmy, take it away.
Much love to CVMA 1514 Country Roads.
Absolutely.
Our local chapter and all our CVMA family throughout the states as far as it goes. Love y'all. We were the bonus stop as far as it goes, but we got lucky because Boone was doing his 2-year anniversary, so we had a live band out there. We had
it was
our tent with us,
spot.
and so we had some shade and had a lot of people walking around that weren't necessarily part of the lemonade run that we were doing, but they were there to help. So we got a chance to talk to a lot of people, and I went up to thank Boone for letting us set up there, and also just to kind of tell him who we were as a nonprofit. Crown Ranger's Wife 1775. Told him how I had gotten my motorcycle, and that had motivated our state representative Alan Chesser to donate his bike to us and what we were looking to do with it. And he let me know that I guess the mechanic he keeps there at the shop with him is really only works on Harleys. And the way he said it is, but any of the metric bikes, I send any and all of them, and anybody who asks about them over to Todd. He's my metric bike guy. He will take you. He's actually over here. Give me just a second to finish up.
Matter of fact, he's right here.
and I'll bring him over. And and Todd, you came up and started talking with us, and we found out we're brothers in the Corps as far as that goes. Both part of 4th Marines in one way, shape, or form. And small world, smaller Corps. Mm-hmm. And so we started telling you what we was looking at. We've got this 98 Honda Shadow 1100 that looks really pretty. It just hasn't been started in over 3.5 years, and is going to need some serious maintenance to get it back into good running condition. As far as that goes, and without Batten and I are blinking. He was like, "Give
I'm
it to me.
in.
I'm in. I want it. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And we absolutely love that.
Yeah, you jumped on it. There was loud music playing. I don't even know if we heard every word. I heard every other word. So, I mean, you heard that it was we were working on giving a bike, and you were like, I'm in. Let's do this." And we have a lot of people who step up and say that. And I think they do mean it wholeheartedly.
One sec.
Um,
Hi, Lorianne. Go ahead.
Hi, Lorianne. I do believe they mean it, wholeheartedly. But you were calling us the next day saying, "When can I get my hands on this bike?" Like, it was so the follow through doesn't always happen. And you are definitely proven you're not that person, that you're going to, I was amazed because you had so many ideas, way more than what, we were thinking. Just fix it up, and, do a little maintenance, get it rideable. And you're like, "No, we got to do this, this, this. Let's
It's
make
like we need to
this
do a paint
a
job or a
whole new
wrap.
bike."
We got some great ideas on some quote unquote custom saddlebags. Well, I won't give all the secrets away.
Yeah,
We got to
yeah, we're not giving
leave a
all the
little bit of
secrets
surprise.
away.
But yeah, it was beyond just the, well, hey, let's change the oil and throw some gas in it and
Yeah,
jump the battery and call it good. Yeah, there's actual care there, which one speaks to your dedication in wanting to help us, but it also, in my opinion, speaks to the type of person you are and the type of business you run, in the aspect of, you're not just, if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right, not just, okay, well, this will get by.
right.
And that says a lot. So thank you for that aspect
You're
alone.
welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, we're
We're super
obviously
excited.
super excited, and
So, like, you've
yeah,
gotten your hands on it. What are you thinking so far?
So again, go backtrack just a little bit. I've known Boone. I get all kinds of bikes coming to my shop. So how I met Boone was, I was working on a guy's Indian, beautiful bagger Indian, and that is a different beast. It is.
Yeah.
It's they look very similar to a Harley, but they are actually Polaris. So then I was giving the guy a bad time that had the
Ooh.
Indian. I'm like, that's not an Indian, that's a Polaris. And he's like, no, it's not, it's an Indian. And I'm like, no, it's a Polaris. But Boone doesn't work on Polarises.
What is it? Polaris, Indian, not Triumph. What's the other one? They stopped making them, but they stopped making them in favor of the Indian. But what's the other one? Victory.
Oh, Victory. Yeah, Victory. Yeah.
But
beautiful
yeah,
bike.
they were all Polaris.
Yeah, beautiful bike. I mean, it's a gorgeous bike, and I was doing a whole bunch of work to it. And I tapped into Boone to see if he could help me out with some of the wiring. And he's like, "No, I can't." But that's how I got to know. That's how I got to know him, and found out that he does a little adventure bike riding, and needed me to tune his KTM. And anyway, we've just developed a friendship. And like I say, if somebody comes in his shop, I do zero advertising. It's just me. I'm a small shop. It's just me. I don't advertise. Boone does. He's got a good location, and people just stop by, and I get 4 or 5 bikes a week that call me up that Boone sent me. So
that's amazing.
Real quick shout out.
He's great.
One, I didn't scroll back far enough, but she did say hi again. Hi, Shannon. Sorry, I didn't mean to disclude you as far as it goes, but glad you're here watching the show. And
Shame on you.
Matthew Hawthorne. Thank you for joining us.
So that's how I got to know Boone. We were doing a anniversary party at Boone's place, just hanging out. I was thinking Boone, brought him some moonshine, and
did you get a flavor or something?
Apricot moonshine. I'm telling
Apricot.
you.
Okay.
Good stuff. So thanking him for all that he does for me. In fact, his tire machine broke down at his shop the week prior, and he's been coming to my shop doing tire work. So we have a great relationship back and forth.
That's awesome.
That's all.
I'm up here picking up a Harley motor for him on Thursday to save him some shipping on the way back from a guy in New York. But anyway, he comes running over me. He was so excited. Like, Todd, you got to meet these guys. Come on. I just put it together. And he's like, you got to come talk to these guys. So I met Jimmy and Beth, sat down. Like I say, it was loud, but I felt like just an instant connection. In fact, talk about the shade, but we were sitting there and the wind picked up and blew the shade over in the middle of the parking lot.
Picked our tent up.
We all jumped up, except Jimmy. Jimmy's sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah, I knew my luck. If I jumped up and trying to either avoid it or catch it, that's when I was going to get smacked in the face. So I just figured, I'm going to sit here.
Out of all the canopies that went, ours was the only one that
went. Ours is the only one.
Only one. But it was funny. But
it was fun. And nobody got hurt. So that was the important part.
So we just made that connection. Like I say, I was super excited about the opportunity. It's a project that's near and dear to my heart. One, I'm a Marine. Two, I love giving back to the community. I love if I can do something and give my time to help somebody out, pay it forward. You guys talk about that.
Yeah.
And
it's honestly how we've tried to live our lives, because we have been so blessed in different ways, and we can never pay those things back. And so this is our way of paying things back, is letting somebody else, another veteran, feel what it's like to be blessed in one way, shape, or form.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to keep doing this. I'd like to keep doing this. I want us to be a one and done. I'd like to do this one, and I know we've got
it's amazing because we've talked to a few people, just sharing the story and sharing how amazing you were to fix our bike up and help us do this, and partner up with us on this. We've actually got another bike on its way that was given to us.
It's the exact same bike, different color.
Yeah.
And 1 year older. Mm-hmm. So instead of 98, it's 97 Honda Shadow 1100.
It's actually the bike you brought me is a 93.
Oh, is it a 93?
It's a 93.
We're going up.
I was told it 98. Okay, so so it's
93. I ended up, pulling the VIN on it.
I'm sure you needed to for the parts.
It's actually built in 92, but it's got a 93 VIN.
Okay. Well, we've got a newer bike. We've got a newer bike then, so we're upgrading.
No, and this bike is awesome. I'm excited about it. I jerked that windshield off. I've changed everything.
I hated that. I did not like it.
Man, the minute I pulled that off, I'm like, okay, this bike is cool. This is
I knew from the beginning that the windshield had to go.
We'll give it away with the bike. You know what I mean? They can slap it on.
Put it back on if they choose.
But it looks way cooler without the windshield. But
well, I think with some of the things we thought about, I think maybe a short black one might look really good.
Yeah. And so we maybe just modify that one a little bit and make that one.
Yeah.
But we're going to chop it down no matter what, because
it's
hideous. But
it is. I agree.
I got a couple of things I've got a battery for it. I bought a battery, and I say we're going to do a fundraiser. I know we're working with Boone. We're going to do a fundraiser. I'll get with him this week and you guys, and we'll do a setup.
I think we're looking into a lot to try to do it. We played some dates. We don't have anything written in stone. As soon as we do, we'll let everybody know. But we're looking into do it in the middle of July, and we're going to raise money, and all of the money from our merchandise and my subscriptions on Facebook, all of that's going towards that as well. And we have raised some money already. So, let us know. Keep us in touch with this stuff because we do have money to give you.
I'll donate
all of
my
this is
time.
towards that.
And anybody who would like to donate to it, QR code's here where you can help support the Crayon Box 1775. Yep. Here, let me.
You ticked on it earlier.
I'm stroking the QR code.
Ooh, ladies, check it out.
But looking at the time, I am going to quickly pay the bills. We'll read some comments, then we'll get into our entertainment segment.
Yep.
Alrighty. For those of you who get it.
And there's our merch.
There's our merch. So if anybody, if you like any of the products that you've seen, and I think there may be a few others, there's definitely other colors for all the merchandise that you've
Yes.
seen. You can scan a QR code. I got to get used to this. Right over my shoulder. Or head over to cw1775.org, click on shop, and you will see a whole array of hats, ball caps, t-shirts, women's v-neck t-shirts, hoodies, zip-up hoodies. We've got a cool flask and a cool coffee cup.
And soon we'll have our own coin up too.
And soon we'll have our own challenge coin on there as well.
Yep.
Any and all proceeds raised from the sales at this point in time are going directly into helping fix this bike up, as far as that goes. Or if you would like to donate to the bike, you can head over to cw1775.org, click on the donate button, and in the drop down selection, you can actually select exactly what you would like your donation to go towards. So click on the motorcycle program, and we will get it.
Yeah, because fingers crossed, our puppies might be pregnant.
Yep.
So
we just found that one
dog.
out. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're giving away a service dog as well. Sorry, Todd. We have somebody who's gonna who's breeding and going to be raising and training them, and give it to one of our members from Crown Eaters Wide.
That's great.
Alrighty. For those of you who are avid energy drink drinkers, but don't like the sugary crash as far as it goes, head over to shop.omeza.com. They've got 3 different flavors. You can get a 12-pack of each individual flavor or a variety pack. I personally like the strawberry kiwi, then the peach, and then the original, and Beth likes
I'm opposite. I like original peach.
So we're kind of like yin and yang on that one.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, but it's 100% natural. There's no sugar,
no calories, none of that. But it gives you that still all natural energy.
It gives you energy and hydrates you at the same time.
Yeah. And I didn't honestly think I'm not a seltzer type water type person. And that was kind of how it was explained to me. This is not that. It tastes good. Like, I didn't really like, I've never really liked seltzer water, even flavored, like those White Claws and all that or whatever.
White Claws alcoholic.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Oh, it's the only one I could think of that was flavored. It is flavored with alcohol.
Right.
But it's not that. It is really good. I tell people all the time, I've been going on a health journey too, Todd. And I was drinking 6 Monsters a day. And now I've stopped drinking my Monsters. If I need something, I drink an Omeza. And over this past year, I've lost 90 pounds.
Wow. That's awesome, you guys.
Thank you.
And last quick commercial as far as it goes. For any of you that happen to be in the North Carolina area, as far as it goes, for all your motorcycle needs, go check out Todd Packer with Firehouse Cycles. This man is amazing, I'll tell you that much. And he will make sure all your motorcycle needs are taken care of. Alrighty, looking at the Shannon said hi, Matthew said hi, Lorian said that's incredible, talking about the second motorcycle. Shannon said awesome. Yeah. Linda Hudson said, hey, happy Cinco de Mayo. Oh yeah, it is.
It is, I know. Happy Cinco de Mayo. We didn't even have we tacos the day before. You were a day early on the Cinco de Mayo.
I was gonna wear a sombrero, but I just,
right? We should have.
Lorian said, your heart thanks you for not having that touring.
All right, so you ready for some bad? Okay, so we're ready for our entertainment segment, and we're gonna do bad news advice. This is where we ask you a question, we're gonna answer, and so is Todd. We're gonna give the worst advice if possible, and that'll give time for people in the audience to give their answers as well. So, come on, guys, type them in. We want to hear your opinion or bad news advice for whatever question that Jimmy's getting ready to read right now.
Hello, Todd. My name is Marco, calling from Fort Worth, Texas. I would like to propose to my girlfriend, who is a rider and loves dirt bikes. What is the best way to propose to her?
Say that
So
question one more time.
the caller, guy's calling in from Texas, and he's dating a girl who is real big into dirt bikes. He's wanting to know your advice on the best way to propose to her. Remember, this is bad advice, so your goal is to give the absolute worst advice possible.
Now, if she likes dirt bikes, let's just say she races dirt bikes. I say worst advice ever in this in this scenario is to like tie like we wanted to tie a balloon to you, but tie a flag like that waves in the back from your neck and your waist. But you be butt naked riding the track.
Okay, that is some.
That's bad advice.
That's bad advice. I mean, just riding naked on a dirt bike alone is bad advice.
It's hard to beat.
In any situation, especially a guy.
I don't know about that.
Well, if we was to say the same thing as far as she races dirt bikes at the next motocross race, when she goes to the bathroom before getting on the bike to take her position at the starting line, fill her gas tank with sugar. Now when the bike when the bike stalls out and stops running and everybody else goes taking off because the light turns green and the little things drop down or whatever, as far as that goes, use that time to run out butt ass naked, drop down to one knee, and be like, I put sugar in your tank so I could propose.
Destroyed your bike so I could propose. I was getting ready to say that.
But make sure the ring is just a piece of yarn tied to another.
Oh, God.
So she can't even trade the ring in to fix the bike.
Oh, no. Make it a chain.
Steal the chain off of her motorcycle to make a ring out of it.
That's actually a pretty cool ring.
I know, but not for a girl, probably. Well, maybe.
Todd, what do you got for us? What's your bad advice, Todd?
I would say, take her to a dealership. Buy the bike. Buy your dream bike before you propose, because that could be a deal breaker right off the bat. So go buy your dream bike, take it to the dealership, and say, "Here's your ring," and have it tied to your new bike. You know what I mean? Have it tied to your new bike. So
I heard dream bike, but it's yours.
Right. But to totally downplay that you just bought a $15,000 dirt bike, and she can't be mad at you. She can't. How could she be mad at you for buying a brand new dirt bike? Do it early so that because if you ask her a week later, she's gonna be like, "Nah, we're getting married. We can't afford it. We got the wedding." You know what I mean? We
Sell her bike.
Sell
her bike, and use the money to buy a crotch rocket, and then pick her up from work on your new crotch rocket and propose to her.
Oh yeah, that.
Y'all are mean.
All bad advice. All bad things.
Okay, what do we got here? John Wayne Vogel said checking in late. Just got home for a minute. Hi, John. Lorianne said, run up on a moped. Lorianne said, oh my goodness.
Oh goodness. Speaking of mopeds, Jimmy's grandpa and uncle were into mopeds, where they even got into like a biker.
Well,
not a biker.
They weren't mopeds. They were the scooters.
Scooter club.
And they were in these scooter clubs, and they would talk about going on these rides with their scooter club. The same way that like bikers will talk about going on rides with their MC.
I'm just picturing his grandpa in chaps. And his grandpa. Sorry, Grandpa. He used to bathe nude at Jimmy's parents' house because they live out in the middle of the country. So he got caught a couple times. But I always pictured, I wanted to get him some chaps because I was hoping he'd like ride his moped with just his chaps.
All righty.
Now, I lived in LA for a few years, and there was literally these groups of guys that were riding these Honda Ruckuses, and that's the whole thing. The Honda Ruckus is a little 49cc scooter, and they would literally, bling them out and put big motors on them, and there were gangs of guys riding Ruckuses, and they were legit.
That's what I imagine.
They were legit.
All right, bad advice 2. We'll try and rush through these last 2 before we swing back around. Bad advice 2. Hello, Jimmy and Beth. What's your advice for someone who wants to start a podcast with their spouse?
Bad advice. Go first, Jimmy. I'm gonna think about this one.
First and foremost, you need to cancel your internet service and find a company that has dial-up. Go back to dial-up internet. Find a way to rig that dial-up internet to an old Commodore 64, and then just record your podcast on the little handheld tape recorders. Every time your spouse goes to talk, cut them off.
Oh, there you go.
Wait,
See?
Does that happen?
I never cut you off, Jimmy. I always let you talk and talk and talk.
Yes.
Yes.
You do.
Gosh. Make sure that you, in order to build your audience, make sure you flirt with all the men. Because if they're insecure, I think that would help. And vice versa. If flirt with all the women. Nah. I mean, it's bad advice.
Oh, and midway through the podcast or at any random given point when your spouse is talking, shoot them in the face with a squirt gun that's filled with hot sauce. They will truly appreciate the fact that you're trying to spice things up.
All right, Todd, you got any bad advice? Because you do have, now that's something we didn't talk about, but you have a YouTube channel. You have your own show that you do. And you did a little clip with Jimmy explaining everything. What's your bad advice on starting a podcast or doing a YouTube show?
Probably just be really inconsistent. Do one every month. Don't have a topic, but don't ever talk about that topic. Talk about everything else besides, so that the algorithm doesn't know exactly where to send your video. And you'll be successful.
Yes,
successful.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Does anybody answer?
In response to your bad advice, Beth, Lexi said, "What's your definition of flirting?" Because nowadays you get accused of flirting simply for having manners. LOL.
You know what, Lexi? I completely agree with that, and that's kind of honestly why I said what I said. Because as everybody, like Lexi and everybody in here know, if I say something, I'm like, "Hello, honey," "Hello, love," "Hello, beautiful." That's just how I talk. I'm from the South. That's how I was raised. My mother was a Southern belle. So I'm just used to talking that way. And people will think I'm flirting with them. And
we don't have the issue, but we know.
We don't have the issue.
We know
everyone else has the issue.
We know other people that have had the issue of their spouse or significant other get upset because the person was liking someone's.
Yeah, I don't have time to track Jimmy's likes. And I stole Jimmy's phone one time because I broke mine, so I was using his. I friend requested about 50 girls. I was like trying to get him a fangirl. I really was working at it.
Lorianne
I'm not jealous because I'm not worried. I Jimmy is probably as loyal as they come. And I know that I have a wonderful husband, and he knows I ain't going nowhere. Nobody's gonna put up with my shit.
Lori Ann said, offend as many people as possible and have no direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about religion and
Lexi agreed with
politics.
you. She calls everyone love.
It's kind of exactly what I do. What it was that
Lexi said, yes, I call everyone love.
Yeah.
And then she also said, except for with you, Beth King, I'm legit flirting with you.
Oh, good. You know what? I wasn't sure. I was hoping, but then, sometimes you disappear, but I love you. I love you, Lexi.
And then bad advice 3, last one, and then we're extremely short on time. Hello, Todd. My name is Obi. I'm calling from Destin, Florida. I just graduated from high school and I want to join the military. What is the best branch to join so that I don't get deployed to the Middle East?
Now this is real advice here.
No, this is bad.
We're
bad
probably
advice
not
as
getting
well.
to save. We're not going to save our souls
Yeah,
tonight.
we're just going to be a bunch of sinners
You're
tonight.
just going down in flames tonight.
Oh shoot!
So this is bad advice. Oh, I mean, if it's bad advice, Marine Corps.
Right. Well, I'd say the Marines or the Army. I mean, I'm a Marine, so I would say definitely join the Marines. But
yeah. And join infantry. You got to join infantry too.
All the way.
If you go to the computers or something, you might be able to avoid it.
Score really bad on the ASVAB. Just go in there.
Where that's your only option is the infantry.
I'm gonna say either. Well, I'll go with one of 3 branches in all actuality: the Marine Corps, the Army, or the Navy. But only if you're very, very smart. Score really high on the ASVAB, and make sure that the recruiter locks in your contract that you're going to be in counter intel, because you'll never get deployed because it's counterintelligence, counterintuitive to deploy you, right?
Okay.
All
right. So,
real quick, Lexi said SEAL.
SEALs. Yeah, SEALs.
Oh, your wife joined us, Laura Packer. Todd's wife says, "Great job!
I can't wait to meet
really
you.
enjoying the content and conversation. Thanks for having Todd on.
No,
Love you, honey, Laura."
No, thank you for
awesome,
letting
baby.
your husband out,
Thank you.
and I can't wait to meet you.
Lexi said Delta, and Mark Doc Abrams said Salvation Army.
Ring the bell.
All right, swing it back around, babe.
Okay, so one more time, tell us, about yourself, about your shop, the motorcycles you work on. We got to plug it in your YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, hey guys, what an honor to be here tonight. I really do. It's an honor to meet you guys, be involved in your organization, to work on the bike, and just to be a part of that. It's really, truly an honor, and it's a blessing to meet you guys and be a part, like I say. My shop is Firehouse Cycles. I'm in Epsom, North Carolina. Did you guys have a copy of my business card? You can throw it on there.
We will.
Okay, that'd be great. So contact that through my business card. I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Adventureography. It's all about motorcycles. I post every 4 or 5 days, and I've only been doing it about a year, but it's my passion. I used to just work on bikes and ride bikes, and I do shop tips. Anything from what I'm doing that day to rides that we do. I do rides with my beautiful wife, and there's a lot of shop content. So go check out the channel. I'm working hard on it. I don't take myself too serious, but I really do put a lot into my videos, and you'll get a feel for who I am and what I do. You'll get a good idea about me and my shop. So go check it out, please. Adventureography.
Yes, and we're gonna plug your I think Jimmy's plugging in the comments right now.
Gotcha.
Your YouTube channel.
This is my logo. When you go find me, it's got a little guy on a motorcycle, and love it. Thanks, you guys.
Well, I am, again, we are so blessed to meet you, and we cannot thank you enough for stepping up and helping this become a reality. I am super excited, and I can't wait to do updates along the way to get everybody else excited about it. We've already got some applications filled out. We will put the application link on in here as well. Please fill out the application. And you can also, if you know a veteran who's deserving, you can, what's the word?
I was typing. Sorry. What?
You can put somebody's name. You can suggest somebody's name. Nominate somebody.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word. Sorry. Squirrel. But yes, you can nominate somebody to receive this bike if you know a deserving veteran. Just fill out the form. We will have a panel of at least 5 to 6 people that are going to be voting on it. And so, fill out this application, please.
Yeah, if you're nominating somebody, that was one thing I probably should have put on the form myself. But if you're nominating somebody, there is a section where it'll ask for a typed out answer on what wind therapy would mean to you. In that section, when you're typing it out, you can say, I'm actually filling this form out in nomination of.
And what you think wind therapy will do for them, and the struggles, maybe some of the struggles that they're having that you think why it'll help. So yeah, definitely just fill it out. And we want to make sure that this is not a one-time thing. It looks like it's going to be more than once. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And I'm so grateful to partner up with you and Firehouse Cycles.
Me too.
All right, guys. Crayon Box Confessions. We want to say thank you for joining us. Todd, thank you for coming on the show. To all our viewing audience, thank you once again. We love you. Join us again next Tuesday for another great show. We love you and good night.
Good night.
Thanks.